Today we're testing the Audi S3 sedan. The S3 is a sportier version of the A3, which is now being released as a sedan. The car's been designed to make driving fun, with a range of new features like the new magnetic ride suspension system. Our car tester Klaus Nietzsche says the car is extremely agile. It has plenty of power, which is good for safety too, especially when overtaking. The S3 has a 4-cylinder direct injection gasoline-powered engine. It produces 221 kilowatts and weighs about 1,500 kilograms, which gives it plenty of pickup. The car uses an average of 7 liters of gas over 100 kilometers. The car can go from 0 to 100 in 5.3 seconds, with the top speed limited at 250 kilometers per hour. Adjustable ease of steering and shifting give drivers an individual driving experience. The S3 cuts an impressive figure from the outside and has a powerful engine under the hood. Audi's Johannes Salzgeber says the S3 sedan has an extra bumper at the front and extra aluminum applications on the grills and the air intakes, as well as the front grille.
Auch im Kühlerzielgitter sind zusätzlich Aluminium-Applikationen drin.
The front of the S3 is dominated by sweeping headlights on either side of the grille. At 4 meters 25 in length and 1 meter 40 high, the S3 is one of the larger sedans in the compact class. 18-inch aluminum rims and racing brakes come as standard, and the body adds to the sporty look. Johannes says the S3 has its own rear bumper and diffuser, as well as 4 exhaust outlets and aluminum optics at the back. Chrome trim on the rear adds to the car's overall look. The magnetic ride system alters the suspension in a fraction of a second to meet changes in the road. It gives the car a particularly smooth ride over bumps, but drivers can also change the settings to make it more comfortable or racier. The interior fits with the overall feel of the car. Everything is based around the driver's experience. Both automatic and manual gearboxes are available. The materials used are all first class. So, what does our tester think of the S3? The S3 is a really sporty family car. You can take it shopping or on a lap around the Nürburgring. The Audi S3 starts at about 40,000 euros, with a long list of optional extras. The long wheelbase version of Land Rover's Range Rover is getting even longer, expanding by some 20 centimeters. That's enough to make the off-road vehicle into an alternative to a stretch limo. Rear seat passengers in particular will benefit from increased legroom. The long wheelbase Range Rover will cost upwards of 130,000 euros and be ready for delivery in March. VW's facelifted Polo has only undergone minor surgery to its exterior, but technically, the new Super Mini received extensive updates, including LED headlights, a fatigue detection system, automatic cruise control, low-speed automatic braking, and an optional rear-view camera. Best of all, in Germany, the new Polo will cost no more than its predecessor. A grille that resembles a castle, flowing lines and a sense of elegance that marks it out from the competition. This is the Bentley Continental S2 Flying Spur from 1959. The model is like a bridge between two eras. It's a prime example of the brand's sporty heritage, with the same sense of luxury as a Rolls-Royce. It's the sort of car you'd expect to find the rich and famous driving around. In its heyday, everyone from princes to playboys loved the S2. The Continental range have always been some of the British carmakers' sportier models. This was a Bentley for the members of the upper class who preferred to sit at the wheel themselves instead of being driven everywhere. The Bentley grille hides a Rolls-Royce engine. The company designed it to appeal to people who wanted a car with understated class. Bentley expert Brent Vendel says they tried to make the Rolls-Royce brand more noble and the Bentley more driver-friendly, so it had more power and was more sporty. Those were the main differences. Walter Owen Bentley started it all off in 1919, and the company delivered its first vehicles 2 years later. They quickly built a good reputation and moved into motorsports. Bentley had great success at the prestigious Le Mans 24-hour race, winning it 5 times between 1924 and 1930. But they ran into financial trouble during the Great Depression. Walter Owen Bentley had to step aside, and his company was bought up by Rolls-Royce. The Rolls-Royce features are unmistakable, even though the bodywork on many of their models was designed by other coach builders, like Park Ward and James Young. This coupe-type body was designed by H.J. Mulliner, a company that has a history of building cars and coaches going all the way back to 1760. This car was built using lightweight aluminum. Even today, the quality of the handmade body is easy to see. Bernd says aluminum was the easiest material to process around that time. It was more pliant, so you didn't need a heavy press and could do a lot of the work by hand. He says this one here is a smaller Mulliner body, only 140 were made. The S2 used a newly developed Rolls-Royce V8 engine. As is traditional for the company, they've kept quiet about the car's performance statistics. But people in the know say it packs 200 horsepower. The interior is typically British. The seats are covered with quality leather, while the dashboard is carved out of root wood. Dials show the driver the engine temperature, as well as speed and RPM. The back seats have an intimate feel. The Continental has more legroom in the front. Bernd says the Continental and the Flying Spur models were more like sporty sedans, with a bit of a fastback style to them and a rounded rear. The normal S model has an even lower grading, more in the style of a Rolls-Royce. The Bentley S without the Continental additions is essentially a Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud with a Bentley grille. Its successor, the S3, has double headlights, but is otherwise a very similar car. Today, a Bentley S3 in tip-top condition can fetch a price of about 55,000 euros, but right-hand drive models can be found cheaper. Bernd explains that Bentley and Rolls-Royce were very expensive when they came out, so very few of them have actually disappeared from the market. They've all been repaired. He doesn't think there's another brand out there like Bentley and Rolls, where everything that was made is still on the road. That also means the prices haven't changed in the way they do for most vintage cars. They're fairly stable, and if you're looking for a right-hand drive model, you can get a good one for a reasonable price. Bentleys are usually reliable when they're kept in good condition. The 6.2-liter V8 engine is a bit outdated, but aside from that, it's solid through and through. The low capacity means the mechanism keeps well. Spare parts come at a cost, but the most important replacements are usually available almost immediately. Prices for the Continental model have gone up in recent years. A rare aluminum body version like this one made by Mulliner can go for up to €250,000 euros. Even today, the Bentley Continental S2 Flying Spur remains a car for drivers with real style.